Welcome back to thegaminggeek.com. Today we will be facing Epic Loki from Marvel Avengers Alliance Chapter 5, Mission 3. In order to get to Loki, you'll need Wolverine as the specific character deploy, and you'll have to go through the Wrecking Crew. So without further ado, let's see what the Norse god of mischief has to offer us. He's a tactician, he's got his illusions. We won't be using Ben and Grimm. Nothing personal, Ben. But don't much like you. We will use Tigra. I like her as an infiltrator, particularly when we're fighting tacticians. And Hercules is my go-to guy, but I really don't think we'll be needing him for this particular fight, so we'll put him aside. We will take, let's see here, should we take Black Cat or Black Widow? Let's take Black Widow. And bring my agent in there with two sexy little superheroines. So, here we go. Let's take a look at what our tactician Loki has to offer. Let's start off by giving him a kick to the face to give Tigra her Tiger's Fury and to proc her Infiltrator class bonus. Next, I'll use my Quantum Jumper, which I got prior to it having been nerfed. It still has its purposes, particularly in PvE, player versus environment versus the game, as opposed to PvP, player versus player, which is actually player versus the computer. Anyways, again, neither here nor there. So let's weaken Loki with Black Widow's Widow's Bite and proc her Infiltrator class bonus. Now let's scratch up Loki's face, put a little bleed on him. And kick him in the balls. There we go. Loki's bleeding. He's saying, ow, my balls hurt. And he jabs out his staff, proccing both my Infiltrator's counters. Epic Loki has 3 waves. First one is obviously one tactician. The third one is, again, him, only 3 versions of himself, and then the final version, which is him again. So basically you fight Loki 5 times in 3 separate waves. So Loki put a cursed image, pardon me, a cursed mirror on me. Just to let you know what that does. When I attack, I'll heal him if I attack, because of the debuff he placed on me. So, of course, my agent will not be attacking him. Let's do Tiger's Swipe to proc his bleeds, and it is a quick action, so we get to go again. And we will claw him once more. And seeing as I cannot attack with my agent prior to the next wave, what I'll do now is I'll pop my magnetic field generator. There we go. And finish him off with Black Widow. Another kick to the nether regions. Second wave of the Epic Loki fight is 3 more Lokis. Only one of them is the actual Loki, though. Which one is it? Gee, I wonder. I'll show you how to tell which one it is so that you guys know which one to attack. It's pretty self-explanatory. But this is a walkthrough, this is a guide video, so I will explain to you which one it is and how to tell if you haven't figured that out already. Notice the debuffs on the Lokis, little red twins. 2 of them have red debuffs like that, the other one has a green one. 3 guesses as to which one it is. We still have the Cursed Mirror effect, so we will not be attacking. I'll use our Quantum Jumper once more because its cooldown is over. And here we go. So, this Loki doesn't have any debuff aside from his Relentless. He cannot be stunned, as most bosses. This one is like, oh my god, is this the real Loki or is it? Because he's got a red debuff. How about this guy? Oh my god, is that the real Loki or is it? So, of course, the 2 that are asking you if it's the real Loki are really not the real Loki. So we will go for this one right here. Lo and behold, he took damage. Hence, the actual Loki. Let's scratch him up. Now, only the real Loki can take damage. Why is this relevant? You'll find out in a moment. Notice it switches around. It's passing his essence around. So the one I was just attacking is no longer the actual real Loki. It is the next one. So I have to focus my attacks on the newer Loki, which is this guy right here. There we go. It makes for an interesting fight. Cursed image is done. So what I'll do is I'll pop my Dark Sigil and put some dots on all of them. So rear Loki or not, they're all taking some damage, assuming they can, and they will all be able to take damage at some time because the debuffs will pass, the essence will pass around. No, no, yes. And he's passing his essence on to the Loki on top, who hasn't had the essence passed to him yet. Now, what you normally want to do in this fight is stock up on some heavy hitters and destroy the Loki who has the essence right away. Get him out of the way quickly. I wanted to make sure that you all could see what was going on and how it worked. So we've allowed Loki to remain alive longer than I would normally allow him to remain alive. And we got to see two sexy heroines in action, so can't be all bad now, can it? I believe my magnetic field generator's cooldown should be expired, so I should be able to use it again, which is what I will do. No, it's not. Alright, well, let's just shoot him. Yes, I should be using an item to give my team stamina and some health, and I will do that. I will not be held liable for going back on my word here, though. I'm dragging this fight on so that all of you can see exactly what Loki has to offer. Make me go against my better judgment and use items. Should be passing his essence along. There we go. Who did he pass it off to this time? The one on the bottom. So he's done a full round and should be able to finish Loki off this round. He already has Tigra's bleeds, as they all do, but now the one who's actually active has it, so it should help us out here. Incidentally, this is still only the second wave. We have another wave, which is the final Loki all by himself. This is one of the more entertaining fights, assuming you don't just destroy him right off the bat, which anybody with Thor in his modern suit can do. I mean, you get your 2 stacks of lightning. Okay, which one is the real one? There he is right here, right? Yes, that's him. He has 1 bleed effect, so let's proc that bleed. Hemorrhage him. And claw him up again. Is he swapping his essence once more? Yes. He just really doesn't want this fight to end. Persistent, tricky little Norse god. And Tiger needs to regen her stamina, which is too bad. Let's use our quantum jumper again. I want Tiger to scratch him up, finish him off with some claws to the face. Loki was a lecherous god after all. That's one kick. Hey now, settle down. I won't be killing my agent so early. Essence is being swapped again. Where's it going? Onto the top. One of his images are done. Never actually had the fight last this long where I killed a false image. Two false images. And there's the third. Okay, on to the third wave. You've seen everything Loki has to offer at this point. Assuming you've watched the video and paid attention, you'll never be surprised when you do face him. For those of you who may be wondering, Tiger is a great hero to have. In PvP, provided you can protect her properly, she could do some damage. She could be viable. The problem is she does go down fairly quickly. Dirty Minds notwithstanding. And he's got his illusion procced. I may lose my agent here because of my stubbornness. No, I will not lose my agent. My pride just won't let me. So yes, if you notice, he did a, I believe it was called kaleidoscopic illusion. Basically like digital decoy, if you have it, gives him a high chance of avoiding attacks 2 times. And once you eliminate that, you can hit him as per normal. And Black Widow should be finishing him off here. There you go. So that was Epic Loki from Chapter 5, Mission 3. You saw everything he had to offer. He's a tricky little bastard. Pardon the language for those of you who are not of age and shouldn't be listening to bad words. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. He's a fun encounter. And could be difficult if not understood. Which again is why I make these videos. Let's see what he has to offer. It's right here, the Norn Stone. Should have done this on challenge mode, but nonetheless. Here we go, and what will we get today? We got a Relentless Isocrystal. I'll take it. So thank you very much for coming in. I hope it helped you out. I hope you had some fun. Good luck. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. If you liked the video, please feel free to like it, and please feel free to come and visit us at our website at thegamingcreek.com. Until then, happy gaming and happy avenging.